Hey guys, welcome back to my video, and if you're new here, my name is Luke, aka CT Flips, and I am a full-time reseller, and what that consists of is I buy things for low and sell them for the high on eBay. And today, guys, I found a briefcase full of money. Now, as a full-time reseller, I come across a lot of cool things, but this by far is probably the coolest thing I've ever come across. So I had a buddy reach out to me on Instagram. Actually, he is from my area and he does older antiques. So whenever he gets piles of stuff that he doesn't really specialize in, he reaches out to me. This is actually the first time he reached out to me and said that he had a pile. I go there, check it out. Of course, I'm going there blindsided. He sent a couple pictures of what he did have, and he also mentioned that he had some pretty cool toy blueprints. So I already went in there pretty excited about the pile that he had for me, because he's also a reseller, as I said, but he only focuses on antiques and older stuff from like the 1800s. So I was super stoked. He said that he priced the pile at about like 45% of what it was actually worth. So I knew I was gonna make money. I comped some of the stuff out after he sent the photos, and there was a lot of good profit to be made. There were some cool Godzilla ornaments. There was a lot of DOS Windows games, still sealed, brand new in the package. It was just a bunch of like knickknacks that he had picked up upon the way. Now, like I said, guys, he did mention that he had a couple blueprints from the 90s from a toy company that he picked up a while ago that he was honestly just sitting on for a while, and he never really looked into it. They kind of been collecting dust inside that briefcase that you guys saw in my thumbnail. I was super stoked to see what they were actually about. So to be honest with you guys, I honestly wasn't thinking much of them. I was of course gonna look and see if they were cool and see if there was any titles that I did recognize. Either way, these were original blueprints from the 90s, so of course it sounds so cool. I needed to check it out and possibly buy them. So we were originally going to meet up on a Friday afternoon, but we're in the East Coast and we actually got a huge snowstorm that Friday, so we met up Thursday instead, because neither of us wanted to drive in the snow and possibly risk our lives for reselling. Like, why not, right? I ended up going there Thursday afternoon, and like I said, guys, I was excited because I knew I was gonna make money either way. Sourcing in the winter is not the easiest, so I needed some inventory. He needed to get rid of some inventory, so it worked out on both ends. I got there, we agreed on a price for the pile, which I think was 200 bucks. Yeah, 200 bucks. And then he opened up the briefcase, the mystery briefcase. And at first, I wasn't 100% sure that I was going to go and buy them right off the bat, because I did know that I wanted this, obviously the pile that he created for me. But then he opened it up and I started to recognize a couple titles that I knew of, especially like during the 90s era. And you can just tell by the blueprints, like I'm going to show you guys in a second, that they are original blueprints and they were sketched out by somebody. I think he went into a house, either one of the guys or one of the uncles or one of the family members worked for Toy Biz. So that was a very popular brand. If it was Hasbro, that'd be awesome, but it was Toy Biz, and that's another well-known brand in the 90s that created toys. As you guys know, they did WCW. They did a lot of like Donkey Kong toys in that era. That was where they were from. So I guess when he retired, he brought all the blueprints back with him, all of his sketches and stuff like that of the original thing, and it fell into my buddy's lap. And then they fell into my lap because he didn't want them. So these are the blueprints. These are the blueprints I do have left. There's about there's about 6 of them, and they're pretty big. I'll show you a couple of the cool ones that I got so far. And by the way, guys, paid $250 for these blueprints, and I already sold 2 of them, and I'm gonna pop the sold comps. Boom, boom. $500 each. Guys, I was so shocked. These are such rare pieces that I honestly just listed them very, very high, turned best offer on, and let the magic rain, baby. So here's a really cool one that I still have left. It's a WCW ramp, and as you guys can see, they are original blueprints. And what I thought was pretty cool was in this corner, it kind of said like the guy's name, what it was, and it's just an overall cool piece for a collector to frame up in their office, wherever, honestly, their man cave. As you guys can see, I have 6 more left. I sold 2 of them for $1,000, and even if those sell for $100 each, you know, I'm already into profit. And it was an exciting trip, let me tell you guys. Once I started getting offers on these blueprints because they were so rare, my heart was pumping. My heart was pumping. And realistically, I want to say the first blueprint after I posted it sold within maybe 2 days. So I made my money back on the entire pile and all the blueprints on just one blueprint. And I told the guy, he actually saw it on my Instagram, that the one sold for $500, and he was like, bro, I had no idea. And I was like, honestly, bro, I had no idea either. I'm gonna be honest, I literally had no idea. I took a leap of faith, as I always do, guys. If you know me, you know me, I always taking a leap of faith. Sometimes it doesn't work out as well, but majority of the time it really does end up working out in my favor. And in this case, obviously, I made a lot of profit, and there's still a lot of more profit to come. That's not the only thing that came inside of that briefcase. There was a bunch more that came inside the briefcase, and it's like copies of more toy blueprints. So these aren't the actual like blueprints, but you can tell this is from the exact same toy company. It's just like copies of like the work that this guy did as he was at Toy Biz, like pretty cool sketches and stuff like that. It's all like stapled together. That's one example. Obviously copies. These are not the original blueprints, and it's kind of hard to tell inside in video, but you can tell these are not the original blueprints. These are like the copy paper of like the copy of the actual blueprints, which is honestly pretty still cool. And if I was to guess, I could probably sell these too, and I'm gonna definitely try. Obviously not worth $500. One of the blueprints that I did sell was like a Street Flyers, never heard of the brand. And here's like the copy of it. Like obviously it's a copy, but still cool. Like I would buy this if I was a toy collector and look for stuff from the 90s. I mean, why not, right? But yeah, I mean, like, I'm not gonna walk through everything, but just like a bunch of this, like a bunch of these copies of the work, obviously from the Toy Biz company, obviously the work that the guy did at Toy Biz. Super cool find. I made so much money, and there's still so much money to be made, as I said before. Now, some may ask, how did you price these blueprints? Honestly, because they're so rare. They're like one-of-one pieces. Like, you never can come across these again, I'm sure. How I did it was I looked up the original toy that was in the blueprint and saw how much it was selling for. So for example, the Diddy Kong one that I popped the sold comp here, I'm gonna pop it back over here so you guys can follow along with me. That one, that actual toy was selling for about $100 to $150 brand new. So I thought, like, the original blueprint, like, come on guys. So that's why I slapped the label of $1,000. Could be worth more, could be worth less, but at the end of the day, I made my money back like that in a snap of fingers. So much more money to be made in the rest of the blueprints. I actually posted all of them. I had them originally for $1,000 each, with best offer on, of course, and I was gonna accept any good offer at the end of the day because I am so far into profit. But I lowered all of my listings down to for the blueprints for $500 each. And some may say like, oh yeah, I could be losing money, but honestly guys, I honestly don't care at this point because I am so far into profit, and anything at this point is profit. So even if I can sell them for $200-300 each. Now, if you guys are watching this video and you guys are interested in these blueprints, the link of my eBay store will be down below, and if you shoot me a reasonable offer on the blueprints, I will be happily accepting your offer. So going forward on the rest of this stuff that was in the briefcase, I'll probably break it down, maybe lot a couple things up, and just maybe, I honestly don't want to go the auction route because things honestly haven't been going my way on auctions because I have not been making a lot of money. that way, like things will be selling for like $1. So I definitely don't want to take that route. I'm going to do a buy it now, turn best offer on, and I've had a lot of luck in the past and recently on any type of collectibles like this. So that's probably what I'll be doing, taking these copies, popping them on eBay. I'd like to apologize to all you guys for not posting a video last week. It's been a very busy past few weeks. I actually had a very exciting pickup today. It was an entire collection of Disney snow globes, and I filled my car to the brim, guys. If you want to check it out more, definitely hop over to my Instagram. Link will be down below. But let me tell you guys, I've never seen a collection of Disney snow globes this big. We got it for a very good price, and we are going to be making our money back relatively quick. Obviously, it's not the easiest thing to ship out. Definitely a lot of labor involved, definitely a lot of packing supplies involved, because the way I ship out my snow globes is I double box them. That's honestly the safest way. Obviously, you got to put bubble wrap as well, and make sure it's nice and tight in there so the snow globe does not break. And it gets difficult in the winter as well, because the cold, you don't want the water freezing and then possibly cracking the glass of the snow globe. So it can get really tricky. Just definitely want to make sure you pack any type of stuff like that up very well. And if you have not already, subscribe to my channel so you guys do not miss another one of my weekly adventures. Definitely hit that bell. It'll notify you when I do drop another video. I am sticking to every Saturday, posting a video 6 p.m. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Like I said, guys, probably the craziest find I've ever had as a full-time reseller. And I probably say that every single video, because like I just come across the coolest stuff as a reseller like that I never knew was worth so much money. And I'm so grateful, and I am definitely happy with the result of this one. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did. And thank you so much for joining.